We're live.
First and foremost, Ka, Allah, Yahweh, Bashem, Yahushai, Bashem, Rakakadash. We are the Hebrew Israelites who come in week in and week out to prophesy the downfall of America. First, we want to give double honor to the elders and apostles like Great Millstone that rule and teach well through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bashem, Yahushai. We are the Hebrew Israelites that come through week in and week out to prophesy the downfall of Babylon, which known today is America. All right, and the spirit of America is the spirit of Babylon entwined with the spirit of Egypt and in tune with the spirit of Sodom. All right, so we come in and we talk, we prophesy the downfall of this kingdom, man, because this kingdom is built on wickedness, man, and that's the job of the prophets, man, to speak before and to tell you what's going to happen before it actually happens, man. And what's going to happen here in America, man, is the same thing that happened all the other kingdoms that happened.
That's right.
Right? Is the destruction of this place, man. Why? Is because this is an epitome of everything that the Most High doesn't allow and doesn't. All right. This is at first going into what Satan, at the adversary of the law, statutes, and commandments that Yahweh Bashem Yahshai put up to govern and rule this earth. All right. Go ahead, brother. Bring it out.
This is the book of the prophet Jeremiah, chapter 28, verse 8.
That's right.
The prophets that have been before me and before thee of old, both prophesied against many countries and against great kingdoms, of war and of evil and of pestilence.
Right. Going back to what I was saying, man, that's the job of the prophets, man. All right, to prophesy against, not for, but against many kingdoms and against many countries, man. Every time the prophets came up, what happened, man? The people knew that there was going to be a problem, man. They worried about what the prophets had to say, with the things that they was going to spew out their mouth, man. The job of the prophets is to prophesy against kingdoms and against countries. What does it say? Pestilence, pestilence, and war and evil, man. Evil going back to bad times. Guess what? Bad times are coming to here in this place, Babylon, which you call today America, man.
Right.
Evil times is coming, man. Pestilence is coming, man.
Right.
All right, we got what is it? The country Cisco, not the country, the company Cisco that makes all the foods. They just fired a whole bunch of their people, man. A whole bunch of their employees, man. All right, Trump doing this thing where he's shutting down the government, man. All the prophecies are manifesting in front of our eyes, man. So it's the job of the prophets in order to tell you before the things that are going to happen, according to the scriptures, according to the spirit of Yahweh Bashem Yahshua. Amos chapter 3 verse 7, right? Amos 2 and 7. Matter of fact, 3 and 6, it says, shall the children be born in the city, and the people not be afraid? Right. Shall there be evil in the city, and the Lord Yahweh had not done it? That's right. So everything that happens is of the Lord, man. Pursuing the Proverbs 20 and 24. All right, a man's goals is of the Lord. Everything that happens is of the Lord, man. Right. So the Lord has a problem with this place, man. Right. So therefore, he's gonna make his judgment, and he's gonna do what he has to do in order to avenge, number one, his people, his elect, his chosen people, which are the children of Israel. His people, man. His children, man. And have a trumpet be blown. Has anything happened and the Lord has not done it? The Lord does everything, man. Verse 7, surely the Lord powers nothing, but he revealeth his secret unto his servants, the prophets. Right. He does nothing but make sure that he revealeth his secrets to his prophets, man. His servants, man. Who are the true servants of Yahweh Bashem Yahshai, which is the Most High in the name of his only begotten Son, who the world inwardly calls America. Jesus Christ. You might as well say America, man. Because it's blasphemy, man. It's blasphemy of the name of Yahushua, man. All right? It's not truth, man. It's nothing but deceivery, man. And foolishness, man. I'm making up my own, but that's what it is, foolish, man. It's foolish to think that the Lord's name is something with a J when the J came out in what? The 1460? 1630? 1700. You know what I mean? So the Lord, the letter J isn't even that old, man. Job 9 verse 24, the earth is giving into the hand of the wicked, he covered the faces of the judges thereof. See, the key word there is the earth is given, man. It wasn't taken, they didn't take it, the earth was given into the hands of the wicked. All right, and mainly the reason why the earth was given into the hands of the wicked is because of the children of Israel, man. They lacked to do the things that the Lord commanded them to do, man. It says,
to mention too, if I may say this real quick too, also, by us going off and going down, that's how Esau was able to obtain his blessing. Because ultimately, he had going back to Esau, back with Jacob, Genesis, going when he begged, when Esau begged Isaac for that blessing, he got the left hand side of the blessing. He didn't get the blessing, which was the right hand side of the blessing. You know what I mean? He got the left hand side of the blessing, which that he was going to rule by the sword,
Modern day sword is the gun.
It's the gun.
How did he take over? How did he take over the tribe of Gad?
The whole world. The whole world.
He stole the technology, which was his right, but his birthright. But he stole the technology from Moab. Then he came and he took over all the western parts of the hemisphere and the whole part of the rest of the earth, man. With his might, with that gun, man, that gunpowder, man.
It says the scripture says like he who basically live by the gun, die by the gun.
Die by the gun.
That's what it is, man. So that was a blessing and a curse.
Yeah, exactly. Because it was, like you said, it's the Yahweh Shai. When he was Isaac, gave the blessing on to Esau, gave that left hand side of the blessing on to Esau. Then Peter being carnal that he was when Yahweh Shai was being taken by the Roman soldiers. The motherfuckers, the Roman soldiers, the Assyrians, he tried to use the sword against the Romans, which were their blessing was the sword. So that's why the Lord had told Peter, like, you live by the sword, you die by the sword.
And then that goes into it today, even today in the modern day, right? Jake tried to use the sword, the modern day sword would be the gun, right? But that's Esau's blessing. Right?
Yeah, exactly.
That's why Esau could carry the gun, get the gun laws, the gun rights, go to the range, shoot and do all that. Let Jake get caught with a gun. It's a curse onto you, but it's a blessing onto Esau.
That's right. It says he covers the faces of the judges thereof, if not, where and who is he?
All right, he covered the faces of the judges. Who's the true judges, man? The children of Israel, because they were set up to be judges on the earth, but the higher judge is Yahweh Shai, man. So they cover the faces of the true judges of the earth, man. All right, which is the Israelites, man. That's how they cover the faces, man. Pursuing the Maccabees, man. All right. Right, first Maccabees, 3 and 48. All right, where the heathens sought to make likenesses of themselves, man. And that's what they do, man. See, every time Esau go into a kingdom, he take over. He set himself up as he was the originator of that kingdom. All right, because he's a deceiver.
First Maccabees 3 and 48. And laid open the book of the law, wherein the heathen had sought to paint the likeness of their images.
On the book of the law, man. When you talk about the scriptures, man. And then so when they anytime they depict Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, all right, Isaiah, King David, right, King Solomon, John the Baptist, all of them, man. Right, Yahweh Shai, right, come on, bro. Anytime they depict them, anytime you got Esau behind the drawing or behind the depiction, the depiction of the scripture, man, he puts his face on it. All right, he's not gonna put the true image, man. That's why he's hiding the faces of the judges there.
Revelation chapter 11, verse 8. And their dead bodies shall lie in the streets of that great city, which is spiritually called Sodom and Egypt, where also our Lord was crucified.
See, because what the dead bodies there is talking about Israel, man. All right, they're gonna be basically not gonna know who they are. They're gonna be the dead state. They're gonna be calling themselves by every name that all the nations call them, but not with the name that the Heavenly Father gave them. All right, so they're not gonna know who they are, and they're gonna lie in the street, but they're not gonna be suffered to die, man. So they're not gonna physically be dead, but they're gonna be dead in the mentally spiritual state, man. You know,
everybody, like mostly the great majority of the people think that the Lord looks like a so-called white man.
So just like they crucified Israel don't know who they are. They also crucified Yahweh Shai and telling everybody else he's somebody else, man, by killing him. So they killed the children of Israel in the Lord.
This is 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 3. It reads, let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come except the come falling over first, and that mean of sin you reveal the son of perdition.
Right. So the first it says except there be a falling away first, man. And And that falling away talks about Israel, man, the children of Israel. It's falling away from their nationality, their culture, their heritage, all right? And ultimately, their power, man. All right, who is Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, man? They had to fall away from that, man. And then this is the prophecy, these are the days that we're in now, man. The falling away really is kind of over, man. It's manifesting itself to be over because the children of Israel are waking up. But now that man of sin is being revealed, man. The man of perdition, man. And who is that? Esau, Edom, man. The descendants, man. Not white people, but so-called white people, man. Because there's Edomites, the chocolate covered Edomites, man. That look just like Jake, man. So it's not a white thing or black thing, man, because those are just colors, man. It's a nationality thing, man. It's Esau and it's Jacob, man. So the man of sin being revealed, who is Esau, man? These Edomites running around, man.
Verse 4, who opposeth and exalted himself above all that is called the Most High, or that is worship, so that he, as the Most High, sitteth in the temple of the Most High, showing himself that he is the Most High.
That's what these damn devils are doing, man. That's why it goes back to what we was talking about. They paint the images and likeness of themselves, man. Because they exalt themselves like they're the Most High, man. Building these space stations, man. Making nuclear bombs. All right, because it talks about in the scriptures, in Revelation, he shall make fire, roughly paraphrasing, coming from heaven, you know, in the awe of all people. All right. So this is what this damn devil's doing, man. Exalting himself, man, and not only that, but what's worse is he's making his own laws that contradict the laws of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, and he's calling them greater than the laws of the scriptures, man. The laws of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. The law of the scriptures, the Most High says, man, a man and a man is an abomination. A woman and a woman are coming together like a man and a woman is an abomination, man. All right, but let Esau Edom and tell you that's okay. All right. The scriptures talk about swine being unclean, shrimp being unclean, but Esau Edom will tell you that's okay, man. All right?
If I may continue,
go ahead, brother.
The devil has the nerve to say America is a Christian nation.
Right.
Meanwhile, this place is based on lies, theft, and wickedness.
Right.
Everything that the Most High said not to do, that's what Esau promoted in society, man.
That's exactly what they're doing. And if you really want to get to technically, I mean, you know, carnally, everything. If you go around the earth, you know, they drive on the left hand side. You know, over here in Babylon, they do everything different, man. They do things opposite of opposing what all the rest of the nations are doing. Not saying that they're correct in what they're doing, but the whole setup here in Babylon is to be opposite of everything else.
I got you. Psalm 50 verse 16. But unto the wicked the Most High said, what hast thou to do to declare my statute, or that thou shouldest state my covenant in thy mouth?
What hast thou do to declare my statutes, or that thou should take my covenant in thy mouth? Right. That's what the Lord is saying, man. He's the same way like Esau Edom talking about this is a God-fearing country. God bless America, right? Have you go to court and then sit there and swear in on the Holy Scriptures, man. But at the same time, while they're doing that, they don't follow no words in the Scriptures. They don't follow nothing in the Scriptures. So they're blaspheming the Scripture. Blasphemy. Yahweh Bashim Yahushai is supposed to be words that we're reading. They're in the Scripture.
Verse 17. Seeing thou hatest instruction and cast away my words behind thee.
That's exactly what they do, man. Because they'll sit here and they'll say, yeah, we're a God-fearing country, this, that, and the third. But all the laws and the rules and the standards that were written there in these scriptures, they cast it behind them, man. They don't care about it, man. They care less for it, man. So they cast it behind them. So the Lord is like, what are you having my laws and my statutes in your mouth? Saying that you don't even like, you don't like. What is the wicked to do to declare my statutes, man? Say that thou hatest instruction, man.
Esau is set up to show us what wickedness is.
Right.
You know, and they have done a marvelous job of Yahweh shine, you know, when things are put them down, instead of the kingdom, man.
Right.
Because the devils, they have overpassed, man. They went beyond what the Lord set them to do, man.
That's right. That's right. I get this one.
This is 2nd Ezra chapter 15 verse 6. For wickedness has exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hateful works are fulfilled.
Wickedness has exceedingly polluted the whole earth. You know, that's Esau Edom. That's Esau Edom going throughout all nations, pushing it. You know what I mean? He's pushing it on nations that if you look 10, 15 years ago, they wasn't even following by his philosophies, man. But Esau Edom will go to war with you if you don't follow his wicked philosophies, man. So this is the things that he's doing. He wants to make sure that his wickedness pollutes the whole earth, man, and that everybody follows behind his way. And if it's not his way, man, it's like get down and lay down with Esau Edom, man.
Yeah, exactly. Like I was gonna say, you know, wickedness has exceedingly polluted the whole earth. Like when you look at the culture and the ways of America, it's just totally off.
Right. Right.
Like you got women ruling over men. You know, Esau sets the women over the men.
Right.
You know, Esau puts our children in these schools. You know what I mean? Which is totally off and wicked because indoctrinated. You know that was the plan of the wicked elites. You know, that going back to that devil Nick Rockefeller. You know, revealed it to Aaron Russo. Margaret Sanger?
Yeah, women feminism?
Yeah, Margaret Sanger? Yeah, Margaret Sanger. Yeah. Going back, you know, Planned Parenthood.
Yeah.
You know, with that demon bitch, you know. Yeah, that was all the plans of these wicked elites, you know. Ultimately, what it was set up for our people, but it got so bad that it's even affecting, you know, the nations that everybody that's living in Babylon. You know what I mean?
But see, it's biting Esau in the ass too.
Yeah,
because the scriptures say what you sow you should reap, man.
That's right.
So right, Esau sent these drugs in Jake's neighborhoods, right, to get Jake all strung out, you know, fucked up. But now look at the curses are falling upon him, man. Right, Esau's getting all fucked up off his own design, man. You know what? That's the spirit of how Yahweh should be shown.
That's right.
It's book of Deuteronomy. And the Lord thy power will put all these curses upon thy enemies,
right,
and upon them that hate thee, which persecute thee.
Right, and their enemies, you can just go and find out who your enemy is. You go to Deuteronomy 28:16 chapter, man. When the Lord said that I'm gonna send down your ships and to your enemy, man. Serve your enemy. All right, for one minute ahead. So the enemy is telling you Esau Edom is your enemy, man. So guess what? The Lord's gonna put curses on Esau Edom, man. And guess what? We're in that time. Where it's happening, man. The birth rates, listen, Esau is dying more than he's giving birth, man. All right?
That's why you see all these traps that Esau set up for us. It comes back to him, man.
Right.
So for struggle, man.
Right.
Whatever you saw, that you shall also reap, man.
Right.
That's
Right. So like the brother was saying, man, all them traps that Esau set up for Jake, man, Esau's falling in them same damn traps, man.
That's right.
All right? And that's biblical, man.
That's the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem.
That's right.
Yahweh Bashem Yahweh
Damn,
Shai.
Edomites,
Right,
This is Jeremiah chapter 50 verse 24. I have laid a snare for thee, O thou art also taken, O Babylon, and thou was not aware. Thou art found also caught because thou hast strived against the Lord.
Now strive against the Lord. How do they strive against the Lord? Everything the Lord says not to do, that's what people do, man. And that's what these so-called Arabs and Afghanistan Pakistan are fighting so hard to maintain the culture. They're fighting so hard to maintain the flag. Homosexuality, democracy, all this philosophy of Esau Edom, man.
Right.
Yeah. That's why the whole earth is like wicked. That's why the whole earth is control.
Exactly, bro. And also too, y'all not winning that war in over there in Afghanistan. Now y'all want to withdraw and negotiate with the Taliban. Ultimately, if the Russians couldn't beat them, what makes you think America can go over there?
Yeah, but ultimately, it's the spirit of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh. You know why? At the end of the day, the Lord's gonna bring you all over there, and you all gonna fight, man.
That's right.
You know what I mean? You know, Esau can try to offset the prophecy as much as he wants. Guess what? The Lord got you in a trick bag, man. He got you thinking you doing something, but you ain't doing nothing with his way.
Joel chapter 2 verse 1. Behold, in those days, and at that time, when I shall bring again the captivity of Judah and Jerusalem,
Again, they need to take back, man. All right, he's gonna take back the captivity that they were in, man. He's gonna take them out of their captivity.
that's right, bro. Verse 2. I will also gather all nations and bring them down into the valley of Yehoshaphat, and complete them, they are for my people, for my heritage, Israel. They have scattered among the nations and part in my land.
Right, because pursuing the what is it? Psalm 83rd, where all the nations came together, man, and to that crafty Israel, and they rejoiced at Israel's downfall. Guess what? So all the nations are at the blame, man. All right, Moab, Israel, Ammon, Esau being the head, right? All you damn nations, man, that had controversy with the children of Israel. It's time for the Lord to plead for his people. When he pleads, but when the Lord pleads, he's not pleading, coming back, saying please. I mean, he's coming back, man, with a sword, man. Referring to was that Matthew 10:34? Think not that I come to send peace on earth with a sword. All right, so this is what the Lord is going to do, man.
All right, Isaiah chapter 47, verse 1. Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon.
Right.
Sit on the ground, there is no throne.
Because this is what happened. Now, virgin daughter of Babylon is sitting here talking about America. All right, and it's saying sit in the dust, there's no throne. Because you know what? There was a time where America was known as the high, great, and the great place to be, man. You know what I mean? And it was exalted as it was up, and it had a throne, man. But now the Lord is saying, man, be gone with all of that, man. Sit your ass down, and there's nothing for you to be exalted about, man.
The reason that they call this place Virgin daughter of Babylon is because there has been a major war taking place
on the land.
On the land, right?
It's like a woman that hasn't been touched. You know what I mean? Virgin daughter, she hasn't been betrothed. Right? She hasn't been touched, man. This is why America is going to. Guess what, man? Guess what? America is going to be not only betrothed, but raped and seized and taken and destroyed and tested. Right. All right? That's going to be that bitch is going to be done, man.
It goes into it right here. Right here. Yeah, it goes into it right here. O daughter of the Chaldeans, for thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate.
Right. Isn't America was once called tender and delicate? Everybody came over here to trade, to take part in that American dream, right? That the dollar was the top-notch currency in the world. Like, all of that shit's coming to naught, man. All that shit's coming to naught, man. All that shit is going opposite. It's deflating, man. America's no longer called tender and delicate. All right? All the nations are waking up to knowing how much of a whore America is. Right, yeah, that's right. Because the scriptures say, Assyrian brought my anger, man. America was set up just to be a captivity of the nation of Israel. So you're punished to be a common.
Take the millstone and grind mill, uncover the locks, make bare the legs, uncover the thighs, pass over the rivers. Thy nakedness shall be uncovered, yea, thy shame shall be seen. I will take vengeance, and I will not meet thee as a man.
Ooh, now there's a lot in there. He said, make bare the legs.
Yeah,
all right, thy nakedness shall be seen. Now all of that is the things that's covered, man, that America built on deceivery, man. All them things that they covered up, man. As far as, stealing this land, all right, robbery, rape, murder, right? You Edomites establishing yourself like you smarter than everybody else, but you're not, all right? You put in America like it's the top-notch nation, man. It's not the top-notch nation, man.
And that's what it says of war to the brother city, because it's full of lies and robbery. It's great, but it's not. Because this place was set up with lies, deception, wickedness, the lynching, the robbery. The destruction of our people, man.
And the fucking Habakkuk. And woe to them that build up the city.
Yeah, and the philosophies, going back to the bullshit philosophies, You got atheism, where, they want to push, evolution, saying that we all evolved from monkeys.
Right.
Or there was a big bang theory, that everything just came into existence from a big bang, where there's no proof, no evidence whatsoever, Those are the lies and philosophy that's talking about.
But guess what? He's being revealed. Yeah. That leg is being uncovered, man. We're seeing how hairy it is. It ain't smooth and silky and warm like you trained it to be.
I mean, how is it being revealed? By the prophets.
By the prophets.
The prophets wasn't displayed, because the Lord used the prophets from out here, from all over the world, man. To let the people know what time it is. It's dramatically it is. The prophet that has before me, before the old prophecy. prophets on the scene, the prophet always hated. Why? Because they are telling what's going to come, and the judgment what's going to come from this place.
Alright, can I bring this up on the show? This is Habakkuk 2:8. Because thou hast spoiled many nations, all the remnant of their people shall spoil thee.
Because thou hast spoiled many nations, all the remnant of the people shall spoil thee. So America goes around the world, steal the natural resources of the other country and bring them over here, man. That's why, like, if you do research, it says like America has the 5% of the world population, but 99% of the world wealth is America, man.
Right.
Because there's the balance. You have a word for it. Like the way that the resources is supposed to be shared in the world is not equally. Everything is here, man. Esau steal everything all over the world and bring it over here and establish his kingdom.
You know what it reminds me of? I was just watching it, man, Friday. Esau is American's Debo. He said, yo, don't you got money, Debo? But I want Craig's money. That's how Esau is, man. Right. That's how America is, man. They got a little something in it. I want Iran's money. I want Iraq's oil. You know what I mean? Right, that's how, and this is how they establish, man. Because they go through nation and nation running pockets, man.
That's right.
All right, and then guess what? The nation's gonna rise up against your ass.
Yeah, look what they did to Haiti. You know what I mean?
Right.
Even in Haiti, they want to say that Haiti's the poorest country in the Western Hemisphere. But look at what Esau did with that HARP program, with that earthquake. You know, he used that HARP program with that earthquake so he can have an excuse to go into Haiti. You know what I mean? So he can get that oil. You know, the gold and the oil that was down there. You know,
same thing they did with the tribe, with the Native American tribe, right? They gave them their reservation. They said we can't touch it. But then when stuff started hurting, they went in there and stole all that oil. They found out it was liquid rich. I forgot the name of that issue when they did it. Something like that. Yeah. They went basically. Esau went against his own word, and they went over there and went inside there and then took everything. That's Esau, man.
I got a piece of it.
Because thou hast spoiled many nations, all the remnant of the people shall spoil thee.
So while you're chilling, while you're planning what to do, the other nations is running in chill.
Not only that, pride. I mean, until somebody till you get touched. That's right. The scripture say the pride is the beginning of death.
And that's what the scripture says. The pride of thy heart had deceived thee.
Them that dwelleth in the clefts of the rock. Edomites, man. Shall spoil thee because of men's blood and for the violence of the land and of the city and all of that dwell in there.
Violence of the land, because the scripture says, Numbers 35:3, it says, you shall not pollute the land when ye are, for blood defileth the land, and the land cannot be cleansed of the blood that shed therein, what by the blood of the shed. So America was starting to blood shed. So the only way for the land to be cleansed is for the blood of the people that shed the blood for the
Back you up there. This is Numbers 35 and 33. So ye shall not pollute the land wherein ye are, for blood it defileth the land, and the land cannot be cleansed of the blood that is shed therein, but by the blood of him that shed it.
Because like ultimately you don't have to sin. Right. Contrary to what you've been taught, our Lord or Savior, who is called Jesus Christ, he only died for the nation of Israel. Right. Black is Spanish in America. So in order for your blood, in order for your wickedness to be erased, you have to be destroyed. You have to pay for your own sin. Ultimately, that's what's going to happen when Yahweh Mashiach comes back to take power from the devils, man.
You reap what you sow, man. That's right. And guess what? Yahweh Shai is a personal savior of Israel, man.
That's right.
Personal, man.
That's right.
All right. He didn't come for all the nations, man. He came for the children of Israel, man.
No, that's right.
So you damn heathens, which is you other nations, y'all have nothing to look forward to, man. But slavery, man.
That's right.
All right. And just be happy you're not Esau, man. Because Esau is going to get slavery and he's getting disposed of, man. All right? The scripture say in Obadiah, we shall kindle in them, man.
That's right.
Fire and a flame. The house of Joseph, the house of Jacob, a fire. Joseph, a flame. And what do you do with a fire and a flame, man? When you kindling, when you cold and you making a fire, right? Esau's stubble. What do you do with that? You burn it until there's no more of that damn stubble, man.
That's right.
I get this piece. Verse Galatians chapter 6, verse 7. Yeah, come. Be not deceived. The Most High is not marked.
Right.
For whatsoever man sows, that shall he also reap.
That's right. That's why but that's why the scripture says, he that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity.
Right.
And that's the patience and the faith of the saints, man. And who are the saints, man? The children of Israel, man. So they're patiently waiting for these damn devils to get payback, which is tribulation, vengeance, recompense upon them that paid us that same way, man. So we're waiting for that, man. Hell yeah, man.
That's right.
Man, the scripture, we just brought it out in Numbers, man. The blood can't be cleansed unless them that sheddeth the blood, them gotta drop the blood, man.
That's right. Cool. So Obadiah chapter 1 verse 15.
That's right.
For the day of the Lord is near upon all the heathens.
Right.
As thou hast done, it shall be done unto thee.
Right.
Thy reward shall return upon thy own head.
That's right. So everything, the way you establish so-called America, all right, the way you go around robbing, raping, and thieving, all right, not only from the children of Israel, but these other nations, guess what? It's gonna happen to you, man. Just like it says in Isaiah, thou that dealest treacherous, thou has not dealt treacherous with thou. Therefore, guess what? It's gonna come time where you're just gonna get the same payback, man. All right, and that's the scripture. That's perfect balance. The scriptures talk about imbalance is an abomination unto the Most High, man. That's roughly paraphrasing.
This is Jeremiah 51 verse 24. And I will render unto Babylon and all the inhabitants of the Chaldea all the evil that they have done in Zion in your sight, said the Lord Yahweh.
Right, in your sight, man. So we're gonna be able to see the payback of the enemy, man. The payback of these damn devils, man.
That's right. Because like when you shall give me Ecclesiastes 25:7.
Oh, okay. What is 25:7?
25:7. That's right.
Ecclesiasticus 25 verse 7, and it reads, there be 9 things which I have judged in mine heart to be happy, and the 10th I will utter with my tongue.
These things are what makes a man happy.
A man that have joy of his children.
A man that have joy of his children. So according to scripture, you're supposed to have joy in your children, man.
Right.
But Esau Edom has all kind of law and regulation that you cannot discipline your children whenever they do something wrong, man.
That's right. And he that liveth to see the fall of his enemies.
So it's a joyful thing to see the fall of your enemies, man. That's what we're looking for. That's what we're looking for. When we see these devils have a chin on the neck, man, for all the crimes that you have committed.
That's right. And ultimately, man, you want to see Yahweh Bashim Yahshua be exalted. That's right. All right. And part of him being exalted is these damn devils, man, being brought low, man, because they're the epitome of what's not Yahweh Bashim.
And that's why we have no power, no mind to rely on Yahweh Shai. Definitely,
Did I get this? Yes. God. All right, so this is the book of.
You guys. Thank you for doing what you're doing.
Yeah. Yeah, you got it.
Downfall.
All right, this is Isaiah 14, verse 1. For the Lord will have mercy on Jacob, and will yet choose Israel, and set them in their own land, and the strangers shall be joined with them, and they shall cleave unto the house of Jacob.
When all said and done, the Lord will have mercy on Jacob, and will yet choose Israel. Why? Because the Israelites are the vessel for salvation, man. You know, contrary to Esau is the vessel of wickedness. The vessels of wrath fitted for wickedness, man, or destruction. You know, that's what it is. Babu, shall we do it again?
No, from the top?
Yeah, from the top.
All right. Verse 1, for the Lord will have mercy on Jacob, and will yet choose Israel, and set them in their own land.
The Lord will be the one setting us in our homeland, which is the land of Israel today, which is inhabited right now by the Amalekites, the so-called Jews, man. That's how I know these people in the land today are not the chosen people of Yahweh Bashim Yahshua, because it says the Lord will be the one taking them there, man. You know, not the Balfour Declaration in 1948, you know? That's right.
And the strangers shall be joined with them.
Don't get it confused, because like the scripture talk about 2 different kind of strangers. You have the strangers of the Israelites scattered among the other nations, and you also have the natural strangers which are the other nations. You know?
Heathens, like Gentiles.
You have the Israelite foreigners and the actual heathens.
That's right. Gentiles and the
Natural
natural.
Gentiles.
Yeah,
That's right.
Gentiles and the natural.
That's right.
Yeah, come. and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob.
So the Israelites that are scattered among the other nations, they're gonna come back to the power. They're gonna come back to the fold. They're gonna come back to who they are. The Hebrew Israelites, the seed of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob.
Right, and that word cleave, man. That word cleave is powerful, man. You're gonna take hold.
You're
gonna grasp onto. You know what I mean?
That's right. The reason they're gonna grab onto nationality. So now God giving back to us, so they're gonna grab onto it.
Right. And Colin, and the scriptures also say, I'm not sure what it is, but roughly paraphrasing, they shall come in the last minute or the last hour.
That's right.
So that's that's basically the same thing. Like you're gonna have the Israelites that are scattered amongst other nations, probably looking like Moabites, probably looking like so-called white people, probably looking like Ishmael, Arabs, all of them. You know what I mean? All the other nations, but they're gonna understand the truth, man. And in that day, they're gonna grasp hold of Yahweh Bashim Nashai, his name, man. You know, right?
So, verse 2, and the people shall take them and bring them to that place, and the house of Israel shall possess them in the land for servants and for the Lord for servants and handmaids.
So all the nations that had us in slavery, we're gonna have them in possession, man. When you have something in your possession, you do whatever the hell you want with them, man. You know, whatever you want with them. So these nations, they have destroyed people, man. We're gonna pay them back double, according to Revelation 18 verse 5, man. You know?
And the scriptures say, ask of me and I should give thy heathen for thy inheritance.
Yeah, that's right.
You know what I mean? So that's a prime example of that being done, man.
Because ultimately, these other nations were created for the sake of the Israelites, man.
That's right.
The whole world,
the whole earth.
As you said, before, the whole world was made for the sake of the Israelites. Nobody else, man. No, we are your rulers. We are the rightful heir of this world, man, of this earth.
That's right. And they shall take them captives, whose captives they were.
Captive, they were. It means like it's gonna be slave, man. We're your slave. You're gonna be our slaves. You know, that's our trading places. You know.
Yeah.
You know, the first shall be the last shall be the first. What do you think this is? This is prophecy fulfilling right in front of your eyes, man.
And they shall rule over their oppressors.
So ultimately, the things of the Most High shall take the kingdom. You know, take the kingdom by force. Pursuant to Daniel 7 verse 18, man. You know.
And it shall come to pass in the day that the Lord shall give thee rest from thy sorrows, and from the fear, and from the hard bondage wherein thou was made of to serve, that thou shalt take up this proverb against the king of Babylon.
That's right. So in order for us to get rest, we have to have slaves. We have to lay down, chill. You know, we have to have all these other nations working for us, man. You know, because that's the point of blessing, man. For all these nations to worship and bow their head down before us, man.
That's right.
With their feet toward the earth.
Yeah. So Babylon and say, how art the oppressor ceased, that golden city ceased?
So when this place is destroyed, you know, everybody, the whole world gonna look at this place. How is this?
Verse 4, thou shalt take up this proverb against the king of Babylon.
So we're taking this truth, let it to your elite. You know, your wicked baking families, you know, the Rothschild, you know, the Rockefeller, the DuPont, Oppenheimers, they know about us. They know the truth of the Bible, man. They know the side of the Israelites, man.
Right.
Yeah, all you top elite banking families.
That's right. Come.
Rothschild, Bilderberg, all you damn devils that sit on high, man, in the rulership seat, man.
That's right.
All right, that's calling everybody the masses, the peons, and the people. That's what we're not talking about the Edomites on a low level, man. We're talking about the high, man. That's why he said preaching in the gates of the noble.
That's right. Come.
All right, because you know you hate it, man. You hate it, the prophets, because we out here spilling your dirt, man.
The beans.
Spilling the beans on you, man.
Right, yeah.
We're here telling you about your dirtiness.
Downfall.
Exactly.
Right, man. It is. Go ahead, brother.
Yeah, because that money that y'all elites that are sitting upon, that goes back to slavery, you know?
Right.
Y'all elites benefited the most off of the transatlantic slave trade.
Right.
Right.
Because y'all were the ones that funded that, you know?
Right.
going back to y'all sitting on that old money, going back to slavery to this very day. You know,
Amalekites.
you
so-called
Amalekites.
Jewish.
Yeah, you talk elite banking. Yeah, which are y'all so-called Jews. You know, wish. Yeah, y'all wish.
Right.
But y'all, that ain't happening. You know, because you ain't get the blessing. You know.
Even Ishmael is like a part of a kind of potatoes. You're not even pertaining, man. You're not even part. You're not even like, man. So cut it, man. Cut it, Esau, man.
Yeah, so just, you know, enjoy that fucking money that you're sitting on right now. You know what I mean? All that gold that you done stole, you know, enjoy that, you know? Because
but ultimately, those goals that they're sitting on right now, they're sitting on, it's for the elect, man.
yeah, it's for the elect, huh? Yeah, it's for us, you know. You gonna throw all that up, you know, just like it says in Job. You know, you should vomit it up, the riches that you have, you know. You're gonna vomit all of that up, you know. You're gonna take all of that. Because it's gonna come back to the rightful owners, which is us, you know. The Israelites, you know. In particular the elect.
Right.
You know?
Right.
Because it belongs to us, you know. Everything in this world belongs to us.
That's right. The
You
whole
know?
world was for the sake of the Israelites.
That's right. That's why it says in the book of Second Ezra. You got that?
This is Second Ezra 6 and 54. And after these Adam also, whom thou madest Lord of all thy creatures, of him come we all.
That's right. Of him come we all. You know, we all came out of Adam. We all agree on.
That's
You
right.
know? Go ahead on.
And a people also whom thou hast chosen.
That's right. Which are the Israelites. You know.
Right. And all this have I spoken before thee, O Lord, because thou madest the world for our sakes.
That's right. Thou hast made it the world for our sakes. You know.
And who's speaking this? This is Ezra, man.
Yeah, Ezra.
Israel.
You know, Israelite from the tribe of Levi.
Right.
You know.
And as for the other people, which also come of Adam, thou hast said that they are nothing.
That's right. Y'all are nothing.
That's
You
right.
know.
You're insignificant.
Insignificant.
Don't matter.
You know.
That's right.
-0.
That's right. That's
No.
right.
Right.
That's right.
Go ahead.
But be like unto spittle.
That's right, unto spittle, you know? It's like when you spit that Louis, you know what I'm saying? You don't care about that shit when you walk it. You know, you just keep it moving, you know? Go ahead up.
And has likened the abundance of them unto a drop that falleth from a vessel.
That's right. You know, when you're carrying a bucket full of water, you know, and so some water may drip out. You don't care about that shit. You know what I'm saying?
And it's saying the abundance of it. So the abundance is that little drop that's falling from the bucket, man.
Exactly.
You know? So it's not even like, you know, oh, maybe that's a part of it. That's the abundance. All of y'all are like that little thing. Come on, bro.
Yeah, go ahead up.
In other words, the Lord is letting you know that you're the nation and shit, man.
That's
Nothing.
right.
Nothing. You are ready to be slave to the Israelites.
That's right.
That's the sole purpose of your existence here on
Right,
earth.
right. Listen, kid, they said no better, brother. And now, O Lord, behold, these heathens, which have ever reputed as nothing, have begun to be lords over us.
Yeah, lords over us. In particular, the base man, Esau. You know, yeah, became lords over us. You know,
Right.
we're at the bottom and y'all at the top. You know, where it should be the other way around. You know, we should be at the top and y'all should be at the bottom. But you know, according to prophecy, you know, it had to go down like this. You know what I mean? Because we went off, we didn't keep the law, statutes, and commandments of the Heavenly Father, so we had to go through this punishment. You know, we had to go through this purification. You know.
Oh, now, O Lord, I just got to read this over. And now, O Lord, behold, these heathens, which have ever been reputed as nothing.
Yeah, reputed as nothing.
Oh, man, that's hard. He says, have ever been reputed. That means through the whole scriptures. Through all, we're talking about the so-called Old Testament, so-called New Testament, look at the prophets, the law, the gospel. You have ever been reputed as nothing, man.
That's right.
Right.
Significant.
Meaningless.
Started with you so-called the Greeks, you know, like when the Edomites, you know, when you Edomites came into power, man, that's when all these evils began to multiply. Get off, you know, look at the condition, the way the earth is in now, you know, with you damn Edomites. In particular, you Amalekites, you know, the top Asnaji Jews, so-called Jews.
Well, you know, that's the wicked, man. So I can go that, you know, because it talks about, you know, the three different sons. the sons of the Most High, the sons of the wicked, and the sons of men.
That's
Right? The sons of God, the sons of the power, the sons of the Most High, the sons of the wicked, and the sons of men. Right?
No,
So-
actually, it's the sons of the power, sons of men, and sons of the wicked.
Well, sons of, the sons of the men are in the middle, and then the sons of the wicked on the bottom. Well, you know, anything that's under the sons of the Most High, the sons of the power, the sons of God, y'all all reputed as nothing. But then when you get to the wicked, it's like the wicked got a crazy judgment because they're just like over it, like with their wickedness.
And that's what they call them, the base of faith.
The base, right?
The laws of the law.
That's why it says wickedness was exceedingly polluted the whole earth. All you wickedness, all of Esau's wickedness that polluted the whole earth. You know, look at the waters, the seas. You know, you got all these fish beaching themselves. You know what I mean? These fishes can't even, you know, survive or live in the ocean where they're inhabitants. You know, look at the food that we eat. You know, the air that we breathe in. You know,
The food is defiled.
Yeah,
the
the
ocean
food-
is full of plastic. You know, the air is full of what is it called? What is it called, bro?
chemtrails.
Chemtrails.
You know, with barium oxide.
Hey, the earth is crying for a new rulership and new management, man, because the people that are in control of the earth is destroying the whole thing, man. Because the Lord, Yahweh and Son Yahweh Shai, give the Bible as an instruction on how to run on the earth, man. But the devils and the pride, they think that they above the side, they come up with their own law and philosophy on how to rule, man. And that's why the whole earth is defiled under the enactment thereof, man.
That's why the Lord said in I believe in Revelation 15:16 that the Lord 11:16 said that the Lord shall destroy them which destroy the earth. You know,
Yeah, man, 'cause these devils, man, that's where you get the word. That's where you get the word Satan. The adversary of the scriptures, the adversary of anything that's of Yahweh Shai, anything that's of righteousness.
So Revelation 11 verse 18. And the nation were angry and thy wrath was come.
The nations are angry and that wrath is coming. You know, nobody likes America. You know, because America goes around with our testicles. You know, all around the world, trying to dictate how people should live. You know, trying to change the way, the culture that they live in. You know, try to change people's culture and identity. You know,
That's right.
and ultimately take the resources and drain the people out of their resources.
The time of the dead that they should be judged, that thou shalt give reward to the servants of the prophet.
That's right. The Lord, serving the prophet. You know, as long as we hold fast and keep true to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai and continue to wake up the hopeful elect, you know, we're gonna get our reward.
And you know where it says in the time of the dead. You know where in the time of the dead. Because look at everybody out here, man.
Yeah, that's
Pursuing the, what is it, Ezekiel 37 chapter? You know, talking about our people, man.
The valley of the
The
dry
valley of the dry bones.
the valley of the shadow of death.
Shadow of death. And so we know what time we're in. Nobody knows who the world calls God, man. Nobody knows his characteristics. He's not about love. All right, give big hugs. Women rub pussies together. Men, you know, duke each other up. No, man.
No.
The Lord's not about that, man.
That's right.
All right?
God says, and thou shalt give reward unto thy servants, the
And real quick,
prophets.
that like the brother said, that's just wicked as hell. You know what I mean? That just shows that the earth is completely upside down. You know, when you get on social media. When you're on social media and you go through social media and you see two women grinding up on each other, you know, like you know what I'm saying, as if it's a male and a female, you know this place is awful.
Right,
You know how wicked this place is.
Hey, God. Hey, that's the reason why the Lord destroyed Sodom and Gomorrah.
That's right, Khan.
For the same wickedness, but America took on the custom, the philosophy of all the ancient kingdoms. And that's why this place called the Babylon the Great, man.
That's right.
Right.
Yeah, Babylon the Great, you know, confusion.
Confusion is
Yeah, 'cause
great.
that's what it is. Because all of the word Babylon just means confusion, great confusion. You know,
The Hebrew word go back to Baba, which means confusion, man. And the
Right.
great means exceedingly.
Exceedingly. That's what the scripture says. For wickedness had exceedingly full of the whole earth.
That's right, huh? Because you can't even go on social media without seeing some bullshit like that. You know, some you know, you got these, you know, two females grinding up on each other. You know, all this bullshit. You know,
It's all adverse to the scriptures, man.
That's right.
And that's his whole MO. That's Esau, Edom's MO. He set up this structure, this kingdom that we're living in here today. is that his MO when he was setting up his kingdom is to be adverse to the laws, statutes, and commandments.
That's right. Correct. It says, and that thou should give reward to thy service, the prophets, and to the saints, and them that fear thy names, small and great.
We fear the name of Yahweh Bashem.
Right.
That's why we profess the name of Yahweh Bashem. You know what I mean?
Right.
Not like these other groups like IUIC and all these other alphabet camps out there. You know?
The scripture say fear of the Most High is the beginning of knowledge through wisdom, man. And through the terror of the Most High we persuade men, man. Because the true characteristics of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai is terror, man. All right.
That's right.
Right. He loves judgment, man. Come on, man. You want to be scared of somebody who loves you with your eyes? Right. That's crazy.
No.
You know?
And to them that fear thy name, small and great, to destroy them, destroy the earth.
That's right. You shouldn't destroy them, which destroys the earth. You know, that's going back to you so-called white people. Edomites, you know?
What? You heathens too.
And you heathens, yeah, because you got Moab, you know, want to make plastic rice, you know? You got something over there with Ammon, you know, like going back years ago, that they want to fucking take the protein out of shit and make shit steaks, you know? You know? Like these heathens, man, y'all got to be put down, you know? And through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai.
Right.
Because that shows that y'all heathens have no business ruling this earth.
Right.
You know?
No business being in a power.
Exactly.
Because you don't have no. What can you teach? What business do you have?
Exactly. How the fuck can you take protein, the shit, from the protein from shit and try to make shit steaks out of it?
He still got this thing called roach milk.
Roach milk.
That's disgusting.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
I gave it like
Oh man.
That's what this tells you. You're trying to live in it.
Yeah, like exactly like the elder Adama put up the video, you know, about Esau in the Boston Globe, you know. Now he wants to take the swine, you know, the pig skin to actually use as medicine, you know. Like how low and how disgusting can you really be? You
He's
know?
trying to inject. Basically, that goes back to injecting everybody with swine.
Yeah.
He wants to find a way that even if you don't want to eat swine, you have to consume it somehow.
Hey,
that's how you know we're dealing with the devil.
Hey, that's said it perfect. Because like this devil, man, all they do is wait to find to get the blessing back, man.
Right.
They know like how people are waking up to who they are. So this son is sick, twisted, fucking bad. Now he put up a vaccine to inject you with the big vaccine.
Right. Yeah, pig vaccine. Yeah, exactly.
That's fucked up, bro.
Yeah, that's insane. Yeah. But that's all Esau. He trying to keep us back from our Heavenly Father, our power. Because he knows once we get connected to the Heavenly Father, you know, no nation can take us down. That's how nobody can fuck with us. You know? Now he wants to try to use all these different tactics and this different debaucheries to try to get back, to try to keep us down so he can obtain that birthright.
Yeah, but he's been doing it though.
Yeah,
I mean, really think about it. Everything that he pushes, you know, as far as the music, you know, everything that he pushes, his philosophies, you know, the way he teaches his so-called education is all opposite of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. It's always pushed on Jake so that Jake can take it, and then Jake is always transgressing the laws, man, because he knows that sooner the book of Judah, but as long as he got these people transgressing their laws, that power's not going to be with them.
Yeah, exactly.
Revelation chapter 12 verse 10.
See, Jake's a former all things. Man, look, it's like about 20 degrees out here. Jake's on all type of motorbikes.
Look at that fucking traffic.
Styling and stunting, man.
Fucking traffic.
That's not what Jake. That's not what Jake. Styling and stunting, man.
Yeah, styling stunting.
In their captivity, man, making the best out of their captivity.
That's
man.
right.
Jacob is the form of all things, man.
Right.
Yeah, Jacob.
In their best, listen, at their happiest state in captivity.
Revelation chapter 12 verse 10. And I heard a loud voice sing in heaven. Now is come salvation and strength,
Right.
the kingdom of our power, and the power of his anointed, for the accuser of our brethren is cast down, we should accuse them before our power day and night.
Who's the accuser, man? Esau, Edom, man.
That's right.
All right, and the salvation for the Jews, man, which is mainly talking about Israel. Man. All right, and so with salvation, let's get that, man, because nobody's saved, right? Nobody's saved here right now. I don't know if it's that retarded, but it is a word.
That's right.
Gotta bring it out.
What is salvation? I got you. Matthew 21. What is salvation?
Because we don't get what salvation is. Because these people out here, they think that they're saved, man. But I'm gonna tell you what salvation is when them chariots, man, them angels of Yahweh Bashim Yashai is coming and scooping up their life.
Luke chapter 1. Luke chapter 1, verse 68. Luke chapter 1, verse 68. It reads, Blessed be the Lord, power of Israel, for he had visited and redeemed his people, and had raised up a horn of salvation for us in the house of his servant David.
Right. The house of his servant David, man, which is Israel, man. Because when his servant David, who was he ruler? He was ruler over all 12 tribes, man. All right, so he exalted the horn of his servant David, who is Israelites, man, who is Israel, man. The whole Khan, right?
It was prophesied that the Savior would come from the lineage of David.
Right, Khan. Yahweh Shai,
that's right, Khan. It says, verse 70, as he spake by the mouth of his holy prophets,
right,
which has been since the world begun.
Right. So at the beginning of the world, the Lord already ordained this thing, man. He knew what was gonna happen, man. He knew these damn heathens were gonna exalt themselves like they was something, man. Like they was some glossy pieces of shit or something. You know what I mean? Like there's a famous quote in the world, like you can polish a turd, but it's still a piece of shit, man.
That's right.
But guess what? That's these heathens, man. That's Esau Edom. He polished himself, but he's still a piece of shit.
Hey, that's the rest that says who can make a clean thing out of an unclean thing.
Right. Who can make a clean? That's the spirit, bro. Who can make a clean thing out of an unclean thing, man? And guess what? All of these damn heathens are unclean, man. Because the Lord only chose one people to deal with, one people to make holy, set apart, to separate. All right? And that was his people, man, that killed your treasure.
Just to prove that off, you know what I mean? Just to prove how unclean these heathens are, you know? Let's look at Amalek, for example, you know? Here it is, you know, he claims himself to try to follow the law, statutes, and commandments, but he can't. That's why he's over there kosher and pig, you know? How the hell can you make how the hell can you make pig clean, you know? How the hell can you kosher pig, you know? And eat pig? How can you just kosher pig and say, oh, it's delicate, now it's clean, now we can eat it, you know what I mean? Exactly. Yeah.
You're giving a child fellatio.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? That kind of goes back to seeing how clean you damn heathens are.
There's no way unclean outside the temple.
Exactly.
What's the word it was called outside the temple? Is no profane person such as Esau.
Yeah, exactly.
Profane.
Yeah, profane. That just proves that y'all so-called Jews are not the true people of the Lord.
Verse 71, that we shall be saved from our enemies and from all the hands of them that hate us, to perform the mercy promised to our fathers, and to remember his holy covenant.
Right, that's right. To remember his holy covenant, which was going back, you know, to when we left out of Egypt. You know what I'm saying? Moses, you know, when Moses was on Mount Sinai for 40 days, 40 nights, receiving the law, statutes, and commandments, you know, to give unto the Israelites, you know. That's our covenant, you know.
Verse 73. The oath which he sware our father Abraham, that he will grant unto us, that we may be delivered out of the hands of our enemies, by serve him without fear, holiness, and righteousness before him all the days of our life.
That's right, you know. That's going to take place in the kingdom, you know. Once America, Babylon the Great, you know, is destroyed, you know, and it's rubbles, you know, it becomes a full desert. That's what we're gonna be over there in Egypt. First, the first course of business is rounding you heathens up. But y'all gonna get to work. Your first task is to bury them dead bodies. That's gonna be the aftermath of 403. You know what? That's gonna be your first tax of order of business. You know.
But like I was saying earlier, on the diet, man, that when it talks about a fire, man, and Esau for stubble, man. What that is? What do you do with a fire, two flames, or a flame and stubble, man? You burn it, man, and you use it for energy, you use it for nourishment, the heat, right? So that's what we're gonna do, man. We're gonna use Esau, Edom, right, to build up the kingdom, to nourish our kingdom, and then once we're done taking full advantage of his of that damn devil, we're gonna be nothing, man. We're done with him, man.
Because like Esau was created to be to
prophecy, that's it.
to show us what wickedness is in the kingdom, because wicked.
Right,
so we have to go away.
Yeah, he's gonna be totally exterminated. That's right. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna have to purge all that wickedness and all that pollution out of from the earth. Because Esau is the cancer of the whole earth.
Right.
White people.
That's right.
You know?
Right.
Y'all are the cancer of the whole earth.
Right.
You know? That's why that professor said the only conclusion that he came up with is to exterminate white people from off the face of the earth.
Right.
Because you are the problem. You know?
Guess what?
You
God
are
is doing.
yeah, come the Most High Yahweh Shem Yahushai is doing. Because you are the problem. You know? All these diseases, cancer, AIDS, HIV, you know, all these sicknesses comes from you so-called white people. You know, ever since you got to the land, you know, this land was beautiful. This land was beautiful before you so-called white people got here. You know, there was no such thing as diseases. You know, ever since you got here, you brought all those diseases with you. You know, smallpox. You know, all these colds, scurvies, all these diseases. That's you so-called white people. So y'all got to be purged from off the face of the earth. You know,
the scriptures say the trees are gonna rejoice.
yeah,
right.
the trees are gonna rejoice.
Yeah,
You know,
that should be dropped the break.
that's right.
Like,
You
it
know?
tells you how damn devilish you are.
God,
When the
yeah.
trees rejoicing, like man, we're gonna be carving in the wind like this. Right. Esau put the man.
Yeah.
And then he got a nerve to talk about the extinct this. What is it? They're like endangered species. When he's an endangered to them.
Exactly.
He's a danger to them, man.
Evidence you're not allowing these animals to procreate the way they should procreate.
Look at the buffalo.
The buffalo, you know?
As soon as Esau Edom came over here, man, before he came over here, there was millions on top of millions of buffalo.
That's right.
Yeah, the reason that he destroyed the buffalo is because the buffalo was a source of food for the natives.
But not only food, but it was food, it was making clothes.
Yeah.